So we'll take off where we last left. So we've got Kelsey's first place.
We've seen him on a lap. This is some mega pace. I've never seen the like. Hopefully we see the cars get closer together. I'm not sure how much is up by now, as I'm having some more issues, which is brilliant. But yeah, he looks off really strong pace. It's just wherever he wants that car is going. So it looks very promising. I've got to say, the car's going. They must have a great setup. Now he's into sector 3. 1 minute has gone on the clock. Let's see how much he can improve on his own time. As you see, there's still some cars not setting lap times like 10 plus, who I would love to see just get the lap in. But here we go, Carl's on the final corner. DRS wide open. Carlos does a 1:17.1, and he cannot improve on his first lap time, which is a shame. Oh wait, I've got issues again. Apparently he's not done a lap time. He's waiting to the pit lane. Wait, I'm confused right now. So that's guys, the whole game's just gone to an absolute mess. Oh, good damn. I'm going to have to commentate on what I see on Ben's screen. Here we're on world with an Aston Martin. I can't see the name, I'm pretty sure.
It's Jamal.
That is the Aston Martin of Jamal.
Is slowing down, so we'll go
yeah.
to Striker Boy.
Striker Boy, he got unlucky, Austria. Unlucky not to get that podium. I think he had the worst strategy really, and it's a shame how it went for him. But Striker Boy, I hope he does get his first podium today. Plus the season is invalidated his lap time, which is very unlucky. Seth Martin, P7 currently, 1:17.9. That's a fairly decent lap time actually, from Seth Martin. And then let's see how he can improve and see if he can move up the grid. Here we go, into sector 2. Yeah, he's looked a lot cleaner on this lap. He has had 2 laps on these softs, so I wonder if he failed his first attempt and aborted the lap. But he's hitting all the apexes so far. He's got on the power quite nicely there. Now round one of the trickiest corners to get right sometimes. Does it quite nicely. DRS wide open. Let's see what he can do. Brake on the brakes. Hits the apex nicely. Ooh, he's probably could have got it a bit wide there. Pushed his car a bit more, but it's okay. Ooh, and that's a big moment there for Seth Martin. Yeah, there's nothing much you can do about that. It's tricky to get right. There's the only car not to do a lap is 10 plus at the moment, which is actually a shock for me. But Ben Rushy 07 sets a 1:18.7. Puts him into P12.
He's just starting his lap.
Is it? Oh, my bad. There's Ben Rushy 07. I mean, 1:18.7, that's not a bad banker lap if he can improve. Well, he needs to improve quite a bit to catch up to the likes of Lusario and P10 and MXM. Needs to gain a bit more in the second, gets on the power pretty late, I would say. Probably should brave it a bit more, push everything he's got. Unlucky so far, but Ben Rush 07, here we go, on his second lap I believe in qualifying. DRS wide open, let's see how he makes his hairpin. Gets on the curb. 2/10 is it hits the wall. That is unlucky. As Templos sticks it in P3, that's a very good lap time from Templos. I am wow. 3/10 off Jamal and 4/10 off Carlos, but P3 in Spain, that's quite a good place to start actually. Spain, I need an invite again. I need to invite some people. That's alright. It's a day full of issues. It's annoying. Thank you.
Johnny, 1.5 tenths up in the first sector. Already P9, where can he put his car?
I mean, it's looking like a good lap so far. Let's see how we can improve in the latter stages.
Quite a big lift off there though, through that corner.
You never know what setup they're using, I guess. He's still a 10th up on his pass time. Needs to gain a bit more than that to get Andre and Striker Boy as well. But yeah, it's going to be interesting going to the end as he's been demoted now to P10. He needs to get a good lap time in now. Johnny, round out the final 2 corners. Now round the final corner. He's going to get the DRS open. He's going to cross the line. What is Johnny going to stick it in? P5! Wow, that's a mega improvement. He must have lost some time in the chicane, but look how close it is to P3 back to P5. You've got to think Lewis Piper's on the mediums. He's saving the sauce for the race. I'm not sure what strategy he's gone for. But this is going to get very interesting. There's Calces on his final lap of qualifying. Oh, he's on his out lap, sorry. And Calces, I mean, he's got a very good gap to well on pole at the moment, looking promising. As here we go, Calces, how much can he improve on his final lap? This is it now. This is the fight for pole. Calces, I think, is going right for it at the moment as he spins. That is unlucky for Calces. Lewis Piper, a 116 points. Wow, that was out of nowhere. Lewis Piper, what a lap. Sticks it in pole. Is anyone going to beat him? I think Jamal is the only one who can deny him now. Into the final chicane. Jamal, there we go, round out the second to the last corner. Now, rounds out the final corner. Jamal, has he got it all to do pretty much? DRS open. Where's he going to put it? Oh, he puts it in P2. It beats Calces, but not quite. He doesn't quite get it on pole this time out. That is unlucky for Calces, I've got to say, with that spin. But it's good effort on debut. But I don't think anyone else on a lap to improve that from, I think, Lucario. He's going to come across the line in a moment.
What are we doing about the lobby? Just keep it and then do what I have to do then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucario P13, and that completes qualifying. Lewis Piper takes pole, Jamal P2, Calces in P3, Templos P4 and Med P5. Let's get on to the race.
Yeah, we see it very close again in the midfield. Yeah, it's pretty interesting and how close they actually are. As yet again, the gap in the midfield. Look at that, Templos, Med and Johnny. Pretty much identical lap times. That is mad impressive from all of them there. Wow, 1,000 separates them. That is incredible. Wow. That's closest I've seen it.
Definitely. It's going to be a great fight behind the front three runners. Hoping that Templos, Med, and Johnny can all get involved if there's an incident between the top 2 or 3. See what this race has got to bring. Who do you think's going to win?
I've got to say Lewis Piper. He's drove mad impressive since he joined us in Austria. He's just got amazing pace, as we've seen. As I'm in a car again, which is annoying. This game.
Let's hope that they sort it out for F123.
Definitely, because it's annoying.
Right then, about to start. We've got 12 seconds for the formation lap. Thank you for everyone that's joining in on YouTube. Apologies for the earlier difficulties on Twitch. Here we go then. Formation lap. Let's ride on board with Lewis Piper.
I mean, Lewis Piper, he's just got to keep it clean, really. He's just got to get a good getaway and keep it going till the end. We've seen him do it. Well, he had a great battle with a Ferrari last time out, but it was very good. Templos in P4, I think that's better than he did last time, if I'm not wrong. I think he qualified P5 in Austria, but yeah, he's always a contender. He's so consistent all the time, and you've got to count him in the battle for P1. I think he will get a podium today, but I'm just not sure where it will be. Will it be P1? Will it be P2? Or will it be P3? I think Templos is the track for him.
Victor pit stop strategy, medium to hard. That looks like what Templos. Cal Cease is on the hard. Jamal also on the hard, and Lewis Piper on the hard. So it looks like Templos medium to hard. Let's see how early he pits, or how late he pits. Here we go, then line up to the grid.
I do think that maybe Templos should have went to hard mediums. Obviously, you've got to think safety cars and things like that. But if they don't come out, I think Templos will be in trouble in the second stint of this race. But yeah.
As a spinning Mercedes.
Oh, on the formation lap, we start to see some dodges. Anyway, the lights are about to go out. And here we go. Here we go, 5 red lights. And obviously a bit of a delay every time. But it's lights out and away we go for round 2 in Spain. Here we go then. Lewis Piper does yet again get away well. Templos went all the way down the inside of Calcis and Jamal. That's a phenomenal start from Templos. We've seen it again from Imola to now. He's into P2. That's a fantastic move and a fantastic start for Templos. And we've seen some cars absolutely going wild behind. The midfield battle is huge again, but everyone is trying to stick in that slipstream. Wow, what a start we've had there. Templos up into P2. What a start.
Great start.
Yes, here we see Med is on the back of Jamal. We've seen Med do it before and he can do it again. Med, he drove well last time in the Alfa Romeo. Now he's, I think he's in the Ferrari, I can't tell. But yeah, here we go then. Templos, can he battle for the lead? I've got a feeling he will get a podium today, but I don't know where that will be. off, as I think Med did get overtaken by Johnny, but he's looking to get him back as soon as he can. But yeah, look at Templos, he's gaining on Lewis Piper. Just 3 tenths is the gap. Just going to put it out around the final corner. It looks like Lewis Piper has got a straight line speed though, as he did last time in Austria. Maybe not, maybe I was wrong. But yet again, that midfield battle is going to be crucial. Striker Boy is down to P8 with both the Mercedes looking pretty strong actually in P5 and P7. That won't be bad for them at all. But yeah, Templos, I mean, what a start he had there. Lap 2 out of 33. But we've got to think
Johnny
what's going to
spins.
happen. Ooh, Johnny has spun on lap 2. That is very unlucky for himself. That's he was in a great position there, and probably in a great battle for maybe the last podium spot. But yeah, it's going to get very interesting in the last stage of this race. Obviously, Templos has went for more pace in the first stint than the second. But yeah, let's see what Templos can do to Lewis Piper, who is our championship leader. As seeing yet again a nice midfield battle forming with Striker Boy, trying to get a Legend as we see onto the straight now. DRS still not enabled, of course, but does he have the straight line speed in his setup? He's got the ERS on. He's got a slipstream, but it doesn't seem like he's gaining enough to make a move on this occasion. But yeah, I feel like Jake Squid's had a decent start as well. P8, Ben Mushy in P9 as well, and Old Hoss who had born in P10. Unlucky for him, as Johnny is fighting Lusario at the back of the grid after that spin on the last lap. Templos seems just like can't get close enough at all to try and make a move, as it's wearing a bit. It depends on where they are on the track, but they are still very close right now. DRS is on this lap, but let's see what Templos can do. He needs to get it done in the first stint just so he can try and make a gap for the second, as obviously we'll be on the more degraded tyres.
I mean, this point last race, Lewis Piper was at minimum 5 seconds above P2 and P3, so not sure if this is one of his strongest tracks, as Templos has DRS 6.5 tenths behind. I think he's going to stay behind this lap, but can he go for that move into P1?
It does just seem that Templos is more strong in the corners than on the straights, as every time it comes to the final sector, he just doesn't seem to get a good enough exit out of the chicane. But hopefully he can. Like, normally gets to about 3 tenths in the middle of the lap. But let's just see if he can piece a lap together, because that is going to be crucial for this battle for P1. Obviously we've seen there's a bit of a DRS train forming, but Carl says he just needs to stay in the DRS of Templos to have any chance of winning this race. Obviously Jamal, we can't count him out really. Jamal does get past Carl says he might be able to make a charge. Med is also in there as well, about 7-8 tenths the gap to Jamal. Legend, I mean, it all goes back pretty much to P11. They're all still in that train. Just a bit more of a gap between Jake Squid and Striker Boy and Legend and Med. But it just depends on the strategies each one have, as Carl sets a purple sector 2 on this lap. But we're gonna have to see what happens. It is Carlson seems to be gaining on Templos, but Templos is obviously in the DRS of Lewis Piper, so it's not really going on. I think Templos just needs to get these consistent lap times in, as Ben Mushy 07 is trying to make a move on Jake Squid. Let's see if he can do it. Ben Mushy 07. He didn't have a great qualifying, couldn't piece a lap together really. This is it, this is all his to lose, I guess, now, in this situation. Jake Squid, I think he didn't have a. I'm not sure if he had a great qualifying. Can't remember. But we'll have to see where each one of these drivers does end out in the long run. Jake Squid's grid position was in P9, so he has gained a position from the start. And Ben Rush 07 was in P14, so he's had a very good start actually. Came up to P9 and he's trying to make a move into P8 as Calces, who is gaining rapidly at the back of Templos. Will probably try to make a move. It just depends on if Templos does stay in DRS or
spin
Lewis
from Med.
Piper. And Med, yet again, he spun. We saw it last time out in Austria. He did spin, but he just recovered from it. Here we go. Calces, he absolutely cleared Templos on this straight. Must have good straight line speed. As now Calces is into P2. Unlucky for Templos. But Ben Rush 07 has just been overtaken by Old Hoss Radborn. Or has he? Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, then Jake Squid has gained place, obviously from the spin from Med. But yeah, let's see where these drivers form out. As Old Hoss Radborn actually didn't have a great qualifying at all. If I remember, I think he was in P15 or P16. But he's had a brilliant comeback yet again. Yeah, up 7 places. He did start in P15. As Seth Martin has had a decent exit. Can he get? Is he going to go around the outside? Seth Martin round the outside, goes slightly off track. Can he now make it down the inside? Not quite on this lap, but he needs to just keep it going. Now, can he even make one? No, he's going to stay behind now for the straight on DRS. He should be able to get past, as we've seen some fastest laps coming from the front 2 drivers. But here we go, and Seth Martin onto the straight. Got that. He's got the DRS. He's obviously got the slipstream, and he's got the overtake on Seth Martin. Is he going to go for a move into turn 1? Does he have the straight line speed? It's looking not very great actually, as he can't make a move into turn 1. But can he make a move on maybe the second DRS straight in this lap? I think that's the place where he's going to have to do it, as he seems to have a good exit. Or can he do it here? I think he can. Down the inside. Can Seth Martin make the move stick? Yes, he can. Or is he going to try and battle it out? Is Ben Rush it? But he can't quite do it. And he can't quite keep his nose in. As I think he's been forced into a battle with Andre, his teammate behind. But Seth Martin, he should have cleared him now. And he's into P9. Let's see if Andre can make a move on his teammate. Obviously Ben Rush will have DRS, but does he have a good enough exit, Andre, on this straight? Is he going to go down the inside? No, not on this occasion. On his teammate, can't quite make it. But wait a minute, has he got a good enough exit? Nah, not quite. Maybe a switchback?
Ooh.
Andre, switchback, is he going to go for it? No, he's going to back out. And he's probably going to go for a move into turn 1, which is probably the best place to do it. Or the second DRS straight, of course. That's looking good. As we've seen some good moves so far from some of these drivers. As here we go then. Old Hoss Rodburn wants to gain another position. He's got it done. Easy move for Old Hoss Radborn, who moves from, I think, P15 to P7. That's a decent drive so far. Let's see if he can gain on Striker Boy.
And Andre gets past Ben Rushy on the straight into turn 1, like you say. Let's see, can Jake Squid fight back? 4 attempts behind. That gap is increasing.
I don't think Jake Squid will be able to battle back Old Hoss Radborn. Seems to have some fantastic pace. And now we're looking at MXM, just behind TLC Panda. MXM is always nudged the back of TLC Panda, knocked him off track. That's a bit of a not nice move, but MXM, he does get it done in the end. And we'll see if there's any stewards what need to talk about that move, if it does get reported, that is. But here we go, a big train between Seth Martin, Jake Squid and Old Hoss Radborn.
this fighting is inviting the battle between Andre and Ben Rushing to gain closer as well. To see Jake Squid going for the move on Old Hoss. It's going to be a double overtake on Old Hoss as Seth Martin moves up in front as well.
I mean, that just shows, doesn't it? That just shows the DRS and how crucial it is. The straight line speed both of those drivers had there just to easily get past Old Hoss Radbon. I mean, it just shows, doesn't it? I mean, we've got to think Old Hoss Radbon, can he do the same thing on the next lap? A double move? I think he probably can. I think Jake Squid needs to gain a few, about 6 tenths on this lap if he wants any chance of keeping that position, but I don't think he will, as Seth Martin and his teammates seem to have the pace.
And like I say, that battle has invited Andre into DRS range. As you can see now, he picks up the DRS, dragging him along closer to this battle. It's looking quite close between the midfield so far. Great little battle.
I mean, we'll have to see strategies. Obviously, the Alfa Romeo and the Haas battle last time out, I think it did just depend on strategies. The striker did lose out, and are we going to see the same thing here? Unluckily, we only have one Alfa Romeo in the battle, but this time Red Bulls are bringing in a nice scrap as well.
Here we go, Seth Martin. Is he going to make the move on Jake Squid?
Here we go then, Seth Martin with ease flies back Jake Squid. I mean, it's been a great race for Seth Martin so far, you've got to say. He's just climbing those positions. He started P11, he's now up to P7. He's having a great drive. The pace on him, the race pace he's got, seems to be really strong. Now, can he get away from Jake? I don't know if he will on this lap. I think if Jake does stay in DRS, he's obviously in with a chance. He just needs to keep in DRS if he wants a chance. But Seth Martin seems to be gaining throughout every corner. The traction he's getting on exit is very fantastic, really. The power is getting down. He's looking very good, is Seth Martin, so far. But obviously he's going to get caught up a bit with DRS. There you go. There's all the gap he just gained on that lap, just to get eradicated. Let's see if he can get it all back in the last sector, which I think he has actually. It's going to be close actually on the straight. I'm not sure what the gap needs to be, as I don't know whose car that was. I think that's Johnny.
He looks to be struggling. Already made a pit stop. 10 plus, 4 tenths, 5 tenths behind Calcis. Can he make the move on the next straight?
Obviously Calcis is on
car.
the hards. I think that is because of the Mercedes of Johnny, who stopped on track. I think he's tired.
But this bunches the grid back up again, so can we see a change in the lead? Lewis Piper, they look pretty comfortable maintaining the gap from Calces and 10 plus.
Now I've got to think though, the medium runners, can they go on to hards and keep it to the end? This could be very good for their strategy. I don't think hards can go to mediums right now because that won't last till the end. I think the medium runners have an advantage here. If they all pit, then you've got to think, is that going to last till the end?
I think it would do, yeah.
And plus the laps on the safety car, let's add like 3 laps on. Lap 14 to lap 33 on hards. I mean, they'll degrade by the end, but I think that's the best strategy call. As yeah, we see all the medium winners. As the top 3 win as well. Lewis Piper and Calcis win. I don't know what they're going on. I'm guessing they're off on mediums, but they're not going to. I don't think there's any way they're making to the end. 22 laps on mediums is not going to work. Surely not.
So everyone so far has gone into the pits. Might see a lot of double stacking here. As literally everyone goes into the pits.
Oh, his old horse, Radborn, who's had a great race so far. He's got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Calces onto mediums after. Oh no, sorry, he was on hards as well. So the front 2 on mediums, 10 plus on hard. Can he nurse his tyres to get them to the end? Legend,
I think 10 is still my best strategy here.
Legend going soft on an
That
early
might
charge.
actually be a good strategy.
Could be a
Soft,
good strategy
then,
because the front two and P4 will have to pit again, won't they? So, and Striker
yeah, I
Boy
think,
behind him.
yeah, softs. I think they're looking the best call because
Softs
I
and
feel
hards,
like
yeah.
if Lewis Piper only if they go on softs at the end, I'm not sure what the plan is. So are they going for? Well, they must go for a two-stopper. So I'm guessing the front two are going for softs at the end, but it just depends on how much 10 plus is going to gain on them throughout that pit strategy. Obviously, he can't let him get away now. 10 plus, this is his opportunity just to keep within them, and if he does that, then his opportunities will come in the last stages when they have to pit again. Because I don't think there'll be any reason why he has to pit again unless something major happens. I wonder what this does. I wonder if Old Hoss Radborn should maybe, I don't know, get rid of that 5 second by pitting.
Can't pit under safety car though.
For 5 second penalties, you can.
Oh yeah.
Just drive-throughs. I mean, he could, but he'd lose track position.
It's too late now. Well, it's now or never. Let's see what he does. And he does go in.
Yeah, I think that's a good tactical decision. I don't think he has another set of hards though. Luckily, he doesn't get another speed in the pit lane. It's not like Esteban Ocon, is he? Around Bahrain. So what's he going to go on today is saving his 5 second. He's going on to some mediums. Hopefully he's not gone on to his old mediums that he used, otherwise that'll be an absolute disaster. Necessarily he could pit again and go straight back onto the hards again. It doesn't really matter at this point because he's pretty much dead last. And with only Med behind. It's going to get interesting now. I wonder if he can make his way through the field in time.
13 laps in. How's your race winner prediction changed?
I think it has. I said Lewis Piper, but it doesn't seem like he does have the race pace to get past the 10 plus in Carl says he just can't gap him. I think 10 plus might win this race. I think Legend might have a chance. It just depends on how Legend gets his soft stint going. I think Legend needs to just fly past him as soon as he can on those soft compound. But yeah.
Yeah, I think 10 plus is on the best strategy here, followed by Legend. Obviously, Lewis Piper and Carl says have been quite quick. But don't forget, Jamal has been in there as well, and Striker Boy. So, it's been quite a close race.
Depending on how Legend does, I think Striker Boy might have a chance to get a podium.
Yeah, definitely.
It's always in for a shout, it's Striker Boy. Just needs to keep the consistency up, no mistakes.
Seth
but
Martin,
yeah,
great charge so far. He's on the hards as well.
Seth Martin. I mean, yeah. What I think he started P11. He's fought his way up one by one, picked them off like nobody's there, no tomorrow. But yeah, he's had a good race so far with Seth Martin. We've seen him make some moves. Last race, obviously, we posted his overtake on socials. He made some great moves there. I think Seth Martin has been probably one of the strongest midfield runners this time out. He just seems to have that pace. Obviously, the front runners from pretty much first to sixth, I would say, they've all got a chance of winning. They've all got great pace, all 6 of them. So obviously the midfield is pretty tough to call.
Yeah, Seth Martin, great driver, and also very friendly and welcoming in the server to anyone new who joins and anyone who has any questions. So, gotta thank him for that.
Yeah, Seth Martin is a great guy. Obviously, in real life, we see 3 teams who obviously dominate F1, so that's probably the big 6 drivers, and I feel like we're seeing it here really with Striker Boy, Legend, Jamal, 10 plus, Carlos, and Lewis Piper. And you never know, Seth Martin with the race pace he's got, maybe can join him.
Yeah.
Is anyone else behind that I've seen pace from? I'm not sure. Med, obviously, P15.
Yeah, Med, unfortunately, with that spin, but you know, we saw last round he had good race pace around Austria. Jake Squid yet to race this season. We saw a bit of him last season, sorry. And you know, quite a quick driver.
Yeah, he's looked good as well in the midfield. I think it's going to get interesting. See if any of these do get a full-time seat. Like we've got a lot of reserves today, but hopefully going forward we see obviously Jake Squid with us more. He looks like he's having a great midfield battle with Seth Martin, Andre, and Mushi as we're about to get back underway. I think ones to watch if we're going to do one of them is Old House Radbourne, as we are going round the final corner. As he's probably going to get away as late as possible. He has done now. Lewis Piper's got away nicely. Let's see if Templos actually gets away well, and crucial Legend. Striker Boy is actually fighting Legend right as we speak. 1/10 is the gap. Just can't get his it's Jake Squid. He's made an absolute charge, but I think he's spun.
Legend Seth Martin and Jake Squid. It's not a good restart.
What a mess for Jake Squid and Legend on the soft. I mean, it's probably a good thing that he's on the soft now, because he needs to charge back up the grid now. But I think that definitely blows his hopes of a podium out today, or even a top 5 finish. It just depends on how he comes back now with his strategy. As we see Jamal with his ERS on, gonna try to get past Templos. Is he gonna make a lunge? Ooh, it's very close. I think Templos may have the better line here, but we're gonna have to see. Round the outside, Jamal does make it stick. What a move from Jamal.
Andre.
And Andre as well. Andre in P4. I think Templos has spun. I'm not sure what happened there to Templos. But Striker Boy is looking to pounce on Andre. Here we go then, ERS in the slipstream. That might be enough, but it just depends on his setup. See how much downforce he's got. But I think he does have enough. Striker Boy down the inside. It's the easy move. He's got it done by the corner. Nicely does it. Striker Boy is up into P4. Now I wonder what happens to Templos then, because he's now down in P9. I'm not sure if he spun or had another sort of incident. As also another gainer from this, MXM P6. Ben rushed it into P7 as well. There's been a big mix-up in the grid. And wow, I mean, what a hectic restart.
Very hectic indeed.
What a move from Jamal. I don't know if it hit Templos maybe, and that's why he went down the grid, or it's someone from behind. I'm not sure what happened. We might have to just re-watch it because I'm not sure. But yeah, I think the best drive so far. Oh wait, Seth Martin. I didn't realise he's down to P11 now. I don't know what happened. I think there's just a big incident at the start of the restart. It's all like 3 cars trying to battle it out for the top 5 positions. As Andre is in P5, but Striker by P4 as well. Jamal maybe could win this race. I think he's on the best strategy, if I'm correct.
DRS enabled. Templos merely pushing Lusario around the final corner. Might be a couple overtakes on this straight, maybe only one, as Lusario and Ben Rushy pull away from Templos.
Sounds like hard to sneeze. Here we go then. Templos, he needs to probably try and make this move as soon as possible and get past these 2 drivers as to have any chance of getting a podium today. He is on the better strategy, Templos, but the hards aren't going to be great for overtaking at all.
Ben Rushy goes a little bit deep. Templos, can he go around the outside in the next corner? Looks for the switchback. What a move from Templos. That is fantastic.
Wow, Templos. He's not leaving any room for error out there.
What Cal says,
a move.
It's spun.
Oh wow, this is going to get...
crucial.
That is very crucial. Templos needs to probably try and get past him as soon as possible. And Lusario too. But wow, what a move from Templos. That was unbelievable. What a switchback. The grip he had, especially on hard compound tyres. You just got to respect the move. The bravery on that. He's put the whole rest of his race at risk. He's made it stick. What a move from Templos. And I think that should be definitely a move of the race so far. And let's see if anyone else can make a move like that again, because that was absolutely phenomenal. And I am all up for that again. As
Jake
here
Squid overtake enabled. Looks like he isn't going to be able to make the move. But Lusario 2/10 behind Carl says after his spin.
I wonder if Lusario can keep in touch with Calces, which he is kind of losing a bit of time now. I think crucially for Templos, he probably wants Lusario to lose DRS just to make it easy for him to get past. But Templos, I mean, every person I've predicted on so far, I mean, I've predicted on Lewis Piper to win. I probably should have stuck to that prediction. He's 5 seconds in the lead so far. He's running, he had a great restart. And with Calces spinning, and Jamal has been promoted to P2 and Striker Boy in P3. Andre could actually, you never know, could be in for a shot podium here, out of nowhere. And maybe Calces can get involved too near the end of the race. We've got to think about Calces' tyres as well. He probably needed to stay second if he wanted a chance to win, which I don't think he does anymore because of that error. But Striker Boy,
Lusario is struggling.
in P3 as well.
A lot of moments out in front of Templos.
It's Templos.
Capitalise on these errors.
Come on, Templos. As he probably does, that's pretty nice move from Templos yet again into turn 1. Can't ask it for any better than that. But Lusario, is he going to try get it back? Maybe it's better traction? Nah, not quite. No, but Templos into P6. Good fighting comeback from Templos. Now he just needs to get on the back of Calces and kind of just follow him through really to get to Andre. And it's going to be a long race for Templos. He's got a lot to do to be in contention for a podium and to get to his teammate. Obviously, if he gets P4 in this race, I still think that's a fantastic result for the team. P3 and P4 for Haas would be a great result. But we just have to see how this one turns out. No mistakes now for Templos though. He needs these points in the championship if he wants to fight for it. Obviously Lewis Piper, our championship leader so far. If it stays like this, we'll be getting another, I don't know if he's got a fastest lap, but I think 26 points added to his tally, which would be maximum points in 2 races now for Lewis Piper. Good going for the rookie in FZR. His first season, with most drivers actually competing in the first season, as Calces is right on the back of Andre, and it's called very quick to Andre. Does Andre just not have the pace, or does Calces just have loads of pace? As here he goes, as he's already got past, which I didn't realise because I'm about 40 minutes behind, but it made him a nice move. I'm just rewatching it on the stream now. Nice move from Calces, and he sits it back into P4. Now his aim is probably just to try and catch up to Striker Boy, but obviously Striker Boy is probably on the better strategy with Jamal as well. Who I don't know if he's... No, actually no, I think Jamal's on the... mediums, which he is. But you just got to think, there we go. Yeah, he's on the mediums. So the front 4 are actually all on the mediums. So Andre might still be in a chance for a podium, and you never know, maybe a win. It depends on how this strategy turns out. I didn't know Striker Boy was on the mediums. That's going to make it interesting. But if they all do have to stop again, then Templos still might have a chance of winning. It just depends on how fast Lewis Piper gets away from everyone else and how the
3
traffic
seconds for Andre could be crucial, as Templos is 2.4 seconds behind him. It does look like he's gaining. So if the front 4 and everyone else who is on mediums have to pit again, it looks like it'll be Andre in first, Templos in second, and Lusario in P3. Let's see how it plays out.
Also, Med's doing a decent job. He's got it back in the points. He is into P10 now. Decent recovery, saying he was, 10 seconds behind at one point of the whole pack. But yeah, Seth Martin also very close to the back of Jake Squid. As we are on board with him now, can he make another move on Jake Squid? I think he will. down the inside. Oh, he's got the apex, but the outside we've seen be really good round this next corner as he's surely got it done. Yes, he has. Nicely done. Seth Martin, yeah, again, what a clean race he's been in the last 2 races. Never made a real incident happen. But Seth Martin up into P8. But Jake Squid will have DRS on this next straight. Will he regain his position? Maybe that's probably a big con of overtaking where he did. Here he goes. Jake Squid regains that position. Now Seth Martin's got to do it all over again. Maybe he should wait until he gets to this straight next time as well, just to catch up as you see. Old Hoss Rosburn get past Ben Rushy yet again. Unlucky for the Red Bull driver to get that 5-second time penalty and made him pit again. But let's see if we can get some points today.
Ben Rushy maintains the lead against Old Horse. I think he went off, did Old Horse, so let's focus back on the battle between Seth Martin and Jake Squid. Look quite tasty between the two of them.
Definitely. Seth Martin, I think he has the overall race pace, but Jake Squid's been placing his car everywhere he needs to keep his car in P8. Obviously, I think that's good points for Alfa Romeo again if to keep it in P7 and P8. Doing very well so far in this championship. A lot better than last season, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no!
Already. Oh, was Seth Martin? Is that him out of the race? No, it's not. But that's a big shame for Seth Martin. He's made no mistakes for probably the last 2 races, and now he's stuck it in the barriers. That is unlucky for Seth Martin, as he's going to have to pit now. And that's going to put him probably down in spot keeping where he is pretty much, because it just depends on how fast his pit stop is. Unlucky for Seth Martin.
Relief though for Jake Squid.
Definitely, Jake Squid was all over the back of Jake Squid. He was probably going to make that move, and that was going to be a great battle. But Med is actually 2 seconds behind. We've seen Med's pace before. Can Med actually catch up to the back of Jake Squid and give him a good battle by the end of the race? 10 laps to go. Let's see where this ends. Well, see how this pans out. The drivers are a bit further out from each other now. No real battles so far. We've seen Seth Martin go into the wall. He's in the pits right now, getting his wing repaired. Lewis Piper chilling in P1, 6.3 is the gap. The Williams is just absolutely fantastic in this race. I think Tempos' hards will be coming into effect now. He needs to catch up to Andre. He has done in the last couple of laps now, about a second in the last couple of laps. He has gained. He needs to keep chipping away at that time. He's got 10 laps to go. He should easily get Andre in that time. Tempos is about to get into DRS range.
Just a matter of how long until these mediums start to drop off, or are they starting to drop off as we speak now? As Tempos looks like his hard's coming into play, like you say. Right. But he's now in DRS range of Andre.
Gonna get interesting how this plays out.
Yeah, well, the front 5 have to make a pit stop. Let's look at the tyres. Andre on hards, Tempos on hards, Lusario and Jake Squid on hards, as well as Ben Rushy. So let's not count out those, as the front 4 might need to make another pit stop. Tempos in DRS of Andre, looking to close the gap.
I think he's gonna risk it. He's got to risk it on our Tempos. He's just got to put his foot to the floor and get past Andre and try and gain to Carlos S and the rest of the top 4. Because if they don't stop again, then you've got to think, how long have they got until those tyres drop off massively? And Tempos will have the tyre advantage, of course. Near the end, he's now going around the final corner. Can he get it done on this straight? He probably needs to get it done on this straight, really. DRS engaged. ERS engaged. Now Tempos needs to make his move. He's going to go down the inside. Sebastian Vettel will be proud. Nice, he does it. Tempos is into P5. No mistakes now, Tempos. Calcis is the aim. Podium is the game. Come on, Tempos. You can do this. Now, Andre. I wonder if Andre can actually keep... If Andre can keep to the back of Tempos, maybe, and just keep in DRS, kind of. Maybe he can gain with him. Let's see how much Tempos does gain to Calcis and the rest of the medium runners ahead of him. We've still got around 8 laps to go, but it's going to get interesting of how much Tempos can catch up, or maybe they don't. Maybe he don't have enough pace to catch up to the front 4, but I think he should be able to on fresher hards. Just depends on how this pans out for himself. Doesn't seem like he's gaining on this lap, but obviously did make the move. Let's just see if he can chip away at that time to Carl says he's got 8 laps to close up. But obviously I think P5 would actually be a very good result for Tempos if it doesn't go his way with catching up to the front 4. But
as Jake Squid is in the pits. Interesting.
Jake Squid in the pit lane. That is interesting. So does that mean that the rest?
But he's on hard, so I'm not sure.
He's on hard.
If he's got. No, it doesn't look like he has damage.
Maybe he's just gonna go on some softs and.
Yeah, it looks like he is.
Try and get the fastest lap and try and catch the back again. You never know. Saw Lewis do it in 2021. But 7 laps. I don't know if that'll be enough. He's got to gain loads in that time, and those tyres will obviously degrade by the end of the race. As Andre is still pretty close to the back of Tempos actually. He's done a good job so far, as Tempos seems to he just can't get any gains on the medium runners, as Carlson seems to have some really strong pace. But I wonder how those mediums are panning out and how much performance they have left in them. It shouldn't be a lot, I don't imagine.
What did I always say from Andre coming out of the final corner? Will that affect him trying to get the move on Tempos? As you see, DRS wide open. It's going to be a late move if there is going to be one, but he does decide to stay behind.
Yeah, Andre, I think he can get P5 in this race, but obviously the 3 second time penalty even.
Spin from Lusario.
Lusario, that is actually pretty crucial for Lusario. If Lusario didn't spin there, maybe he could have got P6 because of the 3 second time penalty. Andre, obviously Med actually a great charge back to P7. Yeah, yet again, he's on a charge, is Med. Let's see if Med has any more pace. But Andre, 3 second time penalty, needs to, if he wants any chance of getting P5 in this race, he needs to get past Tempos and make it out, but I don't think that'll happen. This Tempos' consistency is just too good. As we've seen in many seasons of SZR. Old Hoss Radborn as well. Very close to the back of Ben Rushy. Couple battles all over the grid.
Looks like there's not going to be any more pit stops unless there is damage. I think everyone can hold out their tyres. As we'll look for Old Hoss.
Ooh, commentator's curse. No. Old Hoss, that's unlucky. Maybe he can catch up by the end. It wasn't a big
Didn't fully go
time
around.
loss. Didn't fully go. It could have been a lot worse, so maybe he can. Lost like 2 seconds, I think.
And there you go, Jake Squid sets the fastest lap on his scrub softs. 1:19.
Maybe he can gain to Old Hoss Radborn by the end, with especially that bit of a wiggle he had there. He'll probably gain about 2 seconds a lap, or a second a lap, I'm not sure.
He's gained 5 attempts in this lap. Can he make the move onto the podium?
With Striker was freezing time penalty, I think he will have it anyway.
Yeah.
But it's been a strong drive from both the Hasses today. Unfortunate for Templos not to be fighting for the podium as of the incident he had earlier on in the race after the safety car came in. But yeah, it's going to be
Here we go.
maybe closer. Here Carlos is down the inside of Striker Boy. Could Striker Boy make any hard edge. I think he has. He's maybe trying to George Russell, going round the outside of like Verstappen as he did last year, but I don't think he can. Maybe he can round here though, round the outside. Striker boy, does he have the traction to keep it in P3? No, he doesn't. Not quite. Oh, maybe down the inside. Nah, doesn't find. Anyways, to that as Jamal has just got a freezing time penalty as well. That's going to be crucial. Maybe he's not going to get P2 now, as Carlson's teams have some good pace. You never know. He needs to gain quite a bit by the end though. We was wrong about tyres. I thought that it wouldn't last till the end, but apparently they have. Yeah, that's unlucky. For Templos especially, and Andre as well. With Templos, his race so far, he's only lost one position from his qualifying. He qualified P4, but now he's obviously in P5 after the moment he had after the safety car went in. So it went too bad for Templos, but obviously we just got to think that he could have been up there for the podium. Striker boy, he's had a great race as well actually. Started P7, he's now in P4. I think the biggest losers out in this race so far has definitely been the Mercedes. Both qualified P6 and P8. One's retired and one's in P12. It's not went to plan for Mercedes yet again. It just doesn't seem to be going their way, which is unlucky. But overall, I think Lewis Piper yet again has been dominant in the second stint. Strategy has worked well with him. Jamal in P2 just not stood a chance at all of battling Lewis Piper. Same with Calcis really. Calcis, as soon as he spun, that lost his challenge as well. But Lewis Piper's still setting personal best sectors, just not quite getting his personal best on that lap by
pushing for the fastest
900th.
Tough to get it with Jake Squid going on the softs.
Speaking of Jake Squid, he's now only 4.5 seconds behind Old Horse Radbon. That last time I looked, I think it was about 2-3 laps ago, it was 9 seconds, so maybe he does have time near the end. Obviously the tyres will be going off now though, but he is gaining with Old Horse and rushing.
He gets Striker Boy, seems to be gaining. Obviously Striker Boy with the 3-second penalty. Well, as soon as I say he's gaining, he starts falling back. Oh no, he's gaining again. So, can Templos get 3 seconds in the last 3 laps, a second a lap, to overtake Striker Boy? Obviously, there will be some tickets for the FIA to report and investigate after the race, so we will post on our socials the final standings of round 2 and the constructors and drivers, so make sure to follow us on our Instagram and Twitter for that.
Also, the battle for the last points position, 2.7 seconds is the gap to Jake Squid. Can Jake Squid get it by the end of the last lap? I think next lap is real final opportunity. It's going to be close, very close, especially if Ben Rushy and the Red Bull do battle. It's going to bring him in, so I don't know how this is going to play out really by the end of the final lap as we're about to go on to it. With the Lewis Piper, because he's just miles ahead now, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds now. Can't see, it's a bit blurry, but yeah, he's just been dominant again, Lewis Piper. Old Hoss Rossburn, I think he just needs to make a move now and just try and camp it out. I think Jake Squid's best opportunity is if they battle. He's gaining about 5/10 a lap, is Jake Squid, but that's just not going to be enough, I don't think. But yeah, we're going to have to see how this pans out between for the final points position. But yeah, again, we've seen a good performance from the Red Bull of Old Horse Radborn. He's just kept it in the points. Obviously, he had a bit of a wobbly strategy. He got a 5-second time penalty, which demoted him during the safety car. But he's done a pretty good job to get it in the final point position. Hopefully, he keeps it.
Yep, final lap then. Oh, nothing now for Old Horse. Can he get past Ben Rushy and extend his points to 2 instead of 1? Doubling his points, some could say.
But yeah, this is going to be close. He's got to make the move on this straight.
Again.
Oh, but
Ben
Ben's
Rushy?
even worse. Ben Rushy. Oh, it's easy move now for Old Horse. All he has to do is just fly past him with DRS. It does seem like Ben Rushy has good straight line speed, but they both made mistakes. How far is Jake Squid? I must have made a mistake. He's 4 seconds now. He's not a chance on this final lap. You've got to think if he didn't make a mistake, then he won't be in trouble. But he's doubled his points on this final lap. Nicely does it. I think Ben Rushy, I think he actually is going to be happy with P10. He did qualify P14, so he has gained 4 positions to get the final point position. But Lewis Piper is going to come across the line. Another dominant performance. Lewis Piper wins round 2 and he's top of the championship with full points in 2 races. Oh, actually, no, Jake Squid got the fastest lap point, but that is 2 wins out of 2. But there we go, Lewis Piper, the flying Scotsman, has won yet again. What a race from him.
Last lap battle between Med and Lusario.
Lusario seems to have good pace.
Gets P5, couldn't quite get within the penalty range of Striker Boy.
Lusario is just going to finish behind Med. Med, another great comeback in this race. Let's see a little victory thing at the end there. But yeah, the Haas cars have had a great performance. I think they've got more points than expected, really. 10 plus didn't have the race he probably wanted. Striker Boy has had a brilliant race. He would have loved every moment of that performance. A P4 for Striker Boy in the end. And maybe with some instant reports, you never know, could be on the podium. But yeah, great points for Haas. This is why they won the Constructors last year. Very consistent.
Well, there we go then. Lewis Piper again takes victory in FZR Season 5 for the 2nd race running. Just how many points can he accumulate over the whole season? As we will look at your race winner in the Williams, Lewis Piper. Fantastic controlled race once again.
Yeah, fantastic from Lewis Piper. We do have some interviews waiting, so I'm excited to hear out some people's races. And yeah, Lewis Piper, what a race! Got to say, it's just the pace on his car. He's just phenomenal. He's so consistent, barely make a mistake, but it does well.
Well, don't forget, we'll post the final standings on our socials, so just make sure to follow the handle at the top: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. So there is your final standings for the race, the provisional standings I should say, and we will bring in some interviews. So first of all, we'll go with Jake Squid, if you're ready, Alex.
Go ahead. I mean, Jake, you didn't quite get points at the end, but I would say you've had some brilliant pace today. Good midfield battle with Seth Martin and the Red Bull and Ben Rushy. But what were your thoughts on that race?
Well, I'm just telling my race story. In quali, definitely wasn't the best. I thought I had time for another lap at the end, but then I saw it was like 50 seconds after quali, and then realised that was out. At the start of the race, I was doing all right until the safety car. We're losing out to the people on hard, so the safety car was a bit of a blessing. When the safety car restart, I hit into someone that was totally my fault, and that brought us down to like P14. And then the guy on the mediums behind me, when I was in P8, was catching up to me, so I decided to box and try to get the fastest lap. I nearly made it back to them, I nearly made it up to P10 in the end, but just before the final lap, on the final corner, I went off a bit and I got wing damage, so that
Ah,
the race at the end, but for a first race, I mean, I survived at least. I didn't really get to do much practice because I only found out I was racing last night.
no, I think you did a well job race really. The battle with who was it? Seth Martin. It was a very good race. You did some great defending there. Unlucky to not get some points today. Did you have any incidents apart from the one damage?
After the safety car, I overstepped the mark a bit and I hit into a Mercedes, and then that's when I dropped down to P14. And it was actually, I think it was turn 2, lap 1. I nearly spun out, and when I was like leveling myself off, an Alpine clipped onto me. And I think those are the only 2 incidents. But yeah.
Well, yeah, but well, congrats on your first race back. I mean, from my perspective, you had a great race. Unlucky not to get points at the end with the incident, but yeah, we look forward to seeing you race with us again.
Come back next race stronger.
Yeah, let's go, and we'll see you soon.
See ya.
As we are now
Ben
going
Rushy.
to Ben Rushy. Yes,
Okay.
Ben. What was that?
P10.
P9? P10.
P10. Sadly.
I think you'll take that to be fair.
Well,
Right? Are you happy with that?
in quali, I was up and then just bottled it into the wall. Wasn't very nice. And then on the start, I got an amazing start. Although on the formation lap, sadly didn't get one of my perfect stops as some Ferrari hit me. And then I wore out my mediums a little bit too fast, which made me get absolutely done in by everyone behind me. It wasn't great.
It was looking
And
like
then-
it was looking like P9, but obviously
Oh,
that little error at the end. Can you talk us through that?
Well, I think I would run a completely different setup to everyone else. They were more downforce. I was just winging it on the straights. So yeah, I lost the bat a lot. I think I spun like 3 times, and then on the safety car restart, I was laughing, which made me
You
lose
was
concentration. I was laughing because I just saw the commotion in front of me, and then I think it was a Red Bull, and also I don't know, that just whacked the back of me, which made me laugh even more. Because I felt bad for the guy who just went flying. But it were alright. Spun. I was gonna pit for some mediums or softs, and then I forgot to pit. So, I'll take P. I'll take
Yeah,
I'll
do you
take
know
P10.
what? P10, that's a good point. You qualified P14. You had a great midfield battle with Seth Martin and a few others like Jake Squid. But overall, I mean, without that mistake, I think you would have kept it because
Sure,
we did
yeah, I
see
would've.
the Red
Oh.
Bull made a mistake as well, actually, on our lap as well. So you just made a bigger one.
On the straights,
Unlucky.
they were like they didn't even have DRS. Like there was no point in them having DRS because I would just too fast on the straights. But oh well.
Did you have
Oh,
any
well.
instances at a restart?
Yeah.
Talk me through the restart because we didn't
Well, on the
quite see what happened
restart,
at the back.
I didn't even know when we were going or
You were
not.
laughing.
Yeah, I was
You were
also laughing, but I did not know when we were starting. So I got whoever's my teammate, that what's his name? Andre, yes, that's that
Andre.
guy from he just kind of left me, and I was like, well, that's nice. And then it was going all right until everyone got hit. I hit into someone hit into me, and then I don't know. I think it was maybe a Haas who came on, and I was like, well, that's annoying. I wanted that free position. Tried to chase them, whacked an absolute corner that nearly made me spin. But yeah, my restart were quite odd because everyone's crashed. So,
Well,
Yeah,
we'll
Miami
wrap this up.
next. Yeah, we'll wrap this up.
Miami.
Wait, we've got one more interview actually. I think after this.
I've been to
Yeah,
Miami.
Seth Martin
Seth
next.
Martin.
Well-
But Miami next. What's your thoughts about that?
About Miami?
You can finish Miami next.
Oh well, you see, Miami, it's a love-hate relationship. That last corner, or the last few corners on Miami, past the main straight,
They're awful.
get me out. Like, sometimes I do a battery box and just drive into the wall. But I've been to Miami, That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Right,
that means
that's it.
yeah, but that
That's
means a win.
enough of
That
that.
means a win.
Thank you, Ben Rushy.
So, well,
See you next
Cheers,
goodbye.
Ben.
Goodbye.
Cheers, Ben.
See you later.
All right, let's bring in Seth Martin.
Oh,
Hello,
I
hello.
mean, I think you're unlucky. I'm gutted for you, to be honest. Well, I mean, some great moves in this race. You qualified P11. At one point, you was in P6, P7.
yeah. I did my second run. I just wanted the extra set of softs, so I stayed in.
Yeah, unlucky at the end. You had a great battle with
Yeah,
I
we,
think Andre at the end and Chase Squid.
me and my teammate, we were trying to just keep our DRS and trying to make our way through the field, and we got up to oh god, P7, P8 or something like that, and we were in a good position. But you know, I'm the bottle job, so there it is. Like, but yeah, still happy he got a couple of points for the team. It's nice that they brought something back. But yeah, onto Miami.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen some great moves for you in the past two races. You had some great race pace.
Yeah,
in this race especially.
Yeah, I just seemed to kind of get into a rhythm at the start of the race, but it's a lot of pressure, to be fair. Like, you know, sometimes it just gets to me and I just lose it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, again, another strong pace from you. Unlucky not to get points today. But Miami next. How are you there?
I think I'm all right. You know, I think for everyone it's a little bit challenging because, you know, it's the first game that's had Miami, so just naturally that way people aren't as familiar with the track. And I know that there's a couple of new guys that just joined there, so hopefully I can try and take advantage of that and hopefully score some points this time.
Well, yeah.
I'm hoping for you. But any incidents?
There was a mistake I made in qualifying where I brake checked somebody by an accident. Andre, I think, in qualifying, my foot slipped on the brake pedal and I accidentally brake checked him. So I apologise to him for that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any tickets so far, so yeah. Well, on
But
to
if he does
Miami.
make a ticket, it's you know, I'm 100% agree with him because it was a bad move by me.
Well, there you
Even
go.
though if it was accidental or not, but
Yeah. So, thank you for racing. On to Miami, and we're gonna wrap the stream up now. So, thank you.
Yeah, I know. Another great race. See you later.
so yeah.
There we go.
Well,
That's it
there we
for
go.
round two.
Round two around Spain has concluded. Lewis Piper is your winner, and we will move on to Miami. So, thank you all for watching. Keep us We'll keep you updated on the socials, so make sure to follow there at FZR Racing on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next round at Miami.